cosmetic changes are done. We'll see if it translates to great play on the field.
The game's count starting now. Opening day on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Brandon Woodruff gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, taking a look at the numbers, you see that ERA a little under 4 last season. But I think his team and organization, they're expecting some bigger and better things out of him this year. We'll see if he can get off to a better start in this one.
Now at the plate, Albert Almora. He will lead this one off today.
Albert Almora.
Here comes the first pitch. And the new season is finally underway as the first pitch is in there for strike one.
First pitch, 110.
One ball and one strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. And he misses 2-1. Now the pitch.
Nope, outside.
And that misses for ball 4, so it's a 5-pitch walk to get us started here this afternoon. The next Cub up, Javier Baez. Lifetime against this particular arm. He's just 1 for 6. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. That's a hit, their first of the new season. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
Comes set and the 0-1. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Pulled toward right center field. And that is down for extra bases as this will get 1 home and maybe 2. Almora is on his way home. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead. And not in time as the second run scores.
We didn't have to wait long for the offensive fireworks in this one. 2 runners aboard, and he got a pitch he liked, drove it all the way to the wall to bring in a pair of runs, and they're still in good shape to add on with him at second now.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled away. Rizzo stands at second with no outs. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Garcia has a read on it. Makes the play, 1 away. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one.
1-1 to Schwarber.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. All even now, 2-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. So in now for Chicago, Wilson Contreras, and a great chance here for the Cubbies to add on in just the first inning. Has a look, now the pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
1-1.
That's inside.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And this one runs a little too far in. Ball 2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Kane is after it. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Cubs are on top 2-0. In now is Lorenzo Cain. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Brewers, the center fielder, Lorenzo Cain.
He's set. Here it comes. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Racing back to center fielder, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So it's a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the first, as the Brewers have cut the lead to 2-1 now.
Man, you could see the center fielder tracking the ball the entire way. He thought he had it, and he might tell you he should have had it, but he just couldn't bring it back into the yard. Sometimes it's a game of inches, folks.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Count 1-0.
Darvish has tossed more than 1,000 innings at the big league level, and through those innings he's worked to a whip under 1.20. League average is around 1.3, so that's a respectable number. Holt is 5'10" tall, bats left but throws right-handed. Certainly a versatile middle infielder, playing shortstop today despite being a second baseman naturally.
Yeah, Matty, normally the transition from second base to shortstop goes the other way around, but this guy has such a strong arm. I don't see it being any problem for him to put his foot in the ground, backhand something in that 5-6 hole, and throw a strike to first base.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Hey, I know the idea is to try to get the guy to swing on a 2-2 pitch, right? But that one was so low, I don't know anybody that would have swung at that pitch.
So we got him looking there. Brock Holt is retired for the first out here in the bottom half of the first. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Hey, that's a well-executed pitch right there. That might have started middle, but you saw it breaking away to that outer part of the zone. This left-handed batter right here has got 2 decisions to make. Is he going to ground out to second base all day, or is he going to drive the ball the other way?
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
And that'll bring up Keston Hiura as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. And there he goes towards second. Strike called. Now the throw down. He's well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
You don't see that very often against this guy. This guy has one of the best arms in the game, but still a successful steal of second base.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. Hot shot down the line. And that is a fair ball as this one's heading for the left field corner. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Nice execution right there. Ball was down below the knees. He stayed through it and was able to drive it for a base hit.
Omar Narvaez.
To the plate now, Omar Narvaez. And now a ball hit pretty well down that right field line. This has some carry to it, and it is gone. Home run.
Hey, you come out of spring training feeling pretty good about your swing, and how about this? Your first at-bat of the year. Boom. This could lead to a very big year. First at-bat, home run. Not a bad way to start.
So here's Avisail Garcia. Line to the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And they are just teeing off on him right now. And even in just the first inning, you've got to wonder how much longer they'll let him continue out there. Here's Eric Sogard as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1.
As a manager, when you see a guy struggling like this in the first inning, your mind starts racing, trying to figure out about how long you're going to go with this guy and how many guys you might end up having to use out of your bullpen just to get through this thing. Not a good spot to be in.
Liner in there for a base hit.
Yeah, Matt, I'm not sure how much longer they can leave him out there. Not only is he hurting the team, it's probably doing some damage to his psyche as well.
So the switch hitter Justin Smoke steps up. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He represents the 8th man to bat here in the first with 4 runs already on the board. Bat explodes as this has popped up. And he finds a way to focus on the baseball there as he has it for a big out number 2.
Batting 9. The pitcher.
Digging in now for the Brewers, Brandon Woodruff. And Milwaukee with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. Darvish pauses. Here's the pitch. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Throw in time for the 3rd out, but it certainly took a while as the inning is finally over. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big. Into the box, Jason Hayward. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Just gets a piece of it, strike 1. The pitch.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Fastball called strike 1-2. Counts even to Hayward. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and standing in now the power hitting second baseman Jason Kipnis. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Ripped on the ground to first. He's right there, and he'll step on first himself for the out. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and the pitcher bats next. That'll be Yu Darvish. First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Slider bends into the middle of the strike zone, taken for a strike.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
Cubs pitcher at the plate, trailing with a 1-2 count.
Hey, I got to really commend this pitcher right here. Was able to regroup in between innings. Something happened in the dugout because he's on point coming out for the second.
Now another 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Cubs are down in order. They trail it here 4-2. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the center fielder Lorenzo Cain. First delivery to him on the way, and a fastball's in there for strike 1. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss. Here's Darvish on 0-2. Still no balls and 2 strikes. A pause and the 0-2 on the ground to the left side, and a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Now batting, shortstop,
Here's Brock Holt now, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And this pitch is up and in as he backs away. It's ball 1.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent. Beware.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Liner towards second. Well, this is hauled in by the second baseman.
now batting.
So a runner at first with 1 man gone, and that'll bring up Christian Yelich. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Runners on first with 1 down. That's wide, 2-0.
And this is why he's struggling right here. He's not able to pound the strike zone early in the count. These guys are finding themselves in serious count leverage situations, and good hitters aren't going to miss.
The swing, and he pulls it down the line and deep. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run.
Man, this has been a rough one for this guy so far. That's the 3rd homer he's allowed today. He better start keeping the ball down in the strike zone, or that total might continue to rise.
And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the 2nd out.
Now batting, catcher.
Ready to take his hacks again, Omar Narvaez, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. Looking at his career totals, Narvaez is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. 1-1 the count now. Darvish pauses. Here's the pitch. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. And now a pitch on the way. Line drive to center field. And Almora's got it. The side is retired. But the Brewers. So it's back to the top of the order now. And in to bat next is Albert Almora. Here comes the first pitch.
Almora.
Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Off-speed pitch, just missed inside. Count even at 2-2. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Navarez gathers. The throw to first is in time, 1 down. So the base is empty here with 1 away, and with it comes Javi Baez to the plate. Off the plate and low here, ball 1. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Even though he was fooled in the box right there by that pitch, he was able to keep his hands back, not overcommit, and stay in this at bat.
2 balls. And a strike to Javi Baez. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Here now the 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
That's just quality pitching right there for that strikeout. As we look at all 5 pitches, notice the location, all 5 down in the zone. Some guys are real good low ball hitters, but more often than not, keeping the ball down is going to lead to a lot of success on the mound. Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a run. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
Outside, 2-1.
Hey, after the double at his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Mm. 3-2.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
2 out, nobody on. And another foul ball. Another full count pitch home. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. The next 3-2. Weak grounder down the first baseline. Reined in. And Smoke will take this one over to the bag, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. And we're back for the bottom of the third. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He told me it feels like every ball they've put in play has been a laser. And the numbers back that up. 6 of their hits have come off the bat at 90 miles an hour or harder, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Now a swing and a fly ball. And no one will track it down. The 0-2 delivery. Swing and a line drive, but foul. Tried to get him to chase the cutter there. A ball and 2 strikes.
Lots of hits given up, but so far no walks. At least he's making them work to get on base. Problem is, they haven't had to work too hard.
And there's 1 away.
The third baseman, number 7.
Next for Milwaukee, Eric Sogard. A base hit in his first trip. And now pitch on the way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Line to the right side, but foul. Sogard Affectionately referred to as nerd power thanks to the signature specs. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
He loses him on ball 4.
The
First pitch on its way. Justin Smoke comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. The 0-1 pitch.
After 2 great pitches, he has a lot of options right now. He could bounce something or go elevated fastball.
Sharp ground ball to third. Kipnis on to Rizzo, and it's a double play. Side retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. So here's the cleanup hitter, Chris Bryant. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
And he misses with it, 1-1. Hard liner to center field. Kane is there, and he has it for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Garcia giving chase. He gets there, and that's the second out. So now with 2 out and the bases empty, it's Wilson Contreras. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
Behind 0-2 now. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
2-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. So here now's the pitcher, Brandon Woodruff. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The pitcher.
A ball and no strikes. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that's out number 1.
The center fielder.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Lorenzo Cain. He singled his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
6 runs, 8 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. A 1-1 count to the Brewers leadoff man. 2-1.
We're starting to see a lot more balls from him now, and that's a direct result of him getting hit around pretty good. He's trying to do something different, and it's resulting in him not tacking the strike zone anymore.
Hit back up the middle. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
You barely see a pitcher of this caliber struggle like he is in this one, but the numbers don't lie. Take a look. You're not going to see this from this guy very often. Just goes to show you that even the best of us have off days.
Brock Holt is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Darvish a check on first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Ready with the 0-1. And this one gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild. A 1-1. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Runner at second here with one man out. Hard on the ground toward short. And that's through into left, a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Adapt and persevere. That's what I always said on the offensive side. Down in the count right there. Batter hits a ground ball the other way. He's able to fight off a tough count and get himself a base hit.
In is Christian Yelich as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Row. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his third run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup, and that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot. 1
run scores. The throw to the plate, and he's in there safely as they also score a pair of runs on the play.
Hey, not hit all that hard, D-Roll. He muscled it out.
Chicago manager up out of the dugout now as he'll make the slow walk to the mound. And he's going to signal to the bullpen that'll be all for Yu Darvish. And he'll probably be running over a few of these pitches in his head tonight, but will depart here. At the plate, Omar Narvaez as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
Well, that's another great hitting count here on 2-0. It's no wonder why they're up 7.
Mills, a native of Tennessee. He was taken in the 22nd round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
And he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces. So here is Avisaíl Garcia, 3 across so far in the inning and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
Digging in, Eric Sogard. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. A leap, but this is out of reach and off the wall. And the runner is in from second. And he's in safely at third as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
Yeah, when that left.
Here's Justin Smoke now, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Hit weakly back to the mound. Oh, look at that stop. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. Back here in Milwaukee at Miller Park as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far.
Here's Jason Hayward now.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time. They get something going in the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
Ball even at 2-2. Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Another payoff pitch. And right into the shift. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, second baseman.
At the plate, Jason Kipnis. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Fouled off. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Kipnis, or Kip for short. He was taken in the second round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
A ball and 2 strikes to Kipnis. 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count.
Play ball.
And now in advance of a big 3. Now the 3-2 pitch. Lined hard to center field. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
I know this guy isn't known for his hitting prowess, but that's a nice job right there. Getting a single on a 3-2 pitch in the middle of the zone. Grab your glove and flash some leather.
Brent Suter. Is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day. David Bote will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Oh, and a fine play there as he ranges back to put this one away. Not an easy play by any means, and there are two gone. Back to the top of the order now, and in to bat next is Albert Almora. Here comes the first pitch. 2 out with the man at first. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch on the ground up the middle, fielded cleanly, and the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Cubs strand. Brad Week gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Brent Suter. First at bat of the game for him here in the 5th, as he was a late entrant into this one. Comes set with the 0-1.
Nope, outside.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. Sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Brent Suter is retired for the first out in the bottom half of the 5th. But the shortstop won't have far to go to haul this one in, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Brock.
Digging in once again, Brock Holt. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Swing, and he popped him up over in foul territory back behind third. Bryant has got it, and the side is retired. Gone in order are the Brewers, and it remains an 11-2 ball game. And that brings up Javi. By it in 2 tries so far. First delivery to him on the way. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one. Just short, hit hard. He's got it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
Now batting, the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Too high. Ball. Nope, that's down.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
3-0 now. And they won't let him walk that easily, as that's somehow ruled a strike. 3-1 now. And the count will be full. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Here's Chris Bryant now. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what is he doing? He shows up, Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
0-1, here it comes. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. A ball and a strike now to Bryant. They'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works.
Now time is barked out by the home plate umpire. Ian Happ will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first.
Ian Happ.
Good swing there, but this is foul off to the right side. A runner on first with 2 away. And this is high, a ball and a strike.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. The 1-2.
Ball inside.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, run first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Cubs. That won't help much. It's